Amazon just released a great lineup of products, but that doesn't mean some of them don't deserve some harsh critiques. And I think this one that we're going to be breaking down today deserves an especially hard critique, and that is the Fire TV soundbar. Now, that sounds familiar. That's because Roku already has done this, right? They have the Roku soundbar, which is a nice, pretty powerful soundbar you can connect to any TV. And it looks like Amazon was kind of aiming for the same thing, but to me, they missed completely. Now, I want to be giving this a fair review, but I also want to break down some of the major issues, which you guys are going to find out throughout the video. But I mean, I do want to say I called this out earlier in the year. I did say it would be sweet if Amazon released their own Fire TV soundbar, a lot like Roku. Now, if you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button right down below. Give this video a big thumbs up. And like always, for the first hour to 2 hours of this video, I try to answer all of your questions and comments down below. So drop a comment and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. All right, let's get into the unboxing. And we're also going to talk about some of the functions with the Fire TV soundbar. "24 inches, 2.5 inches tall." Honestly, I think the perfect size to fit in front of a TV. It is quite a bit bigger than the Roku soundbar. You also get mounting brackets, so this can go right up on a wall as well. Batteries for your remote, the world's smallest Fire TV remote I've ever seen, HDMI cord, and your power cord. So much like the Roku soundbar, this one connects in a very simple manner. You just have your plug-in cable over here that you install, and then you just need to plug in your HDMI into the ARC port of your TV. Now, most newer TVs, including Fire TVs, have one ARC port, which works perfect for syncing this to your TV. It's a really simple process. It will say on the port, it's usually the #1 port. Now, you do also have an optical and a USB port. However, I don't see many people really using that. As for the actual functions and design of the soundbar, it has your simple buttons right here, an input button, your power on, your Bluetooth. So this can also connect to your phone. I'll show you that. And your volume up and down, but that's pretty much it. The design is actually really sleek. They have that nice cloth cover. You can barely even tell it's a Fire TV soundbar. It looks a little, futuristic, almost very modern, simplistic design. A very hard shell plastic with a matte finish all the way around. Okay, let's head upstairs, set this up, and talk about some of the initial negatives of the Fire TV soundbar. First thing is remove the old Roku soundbar. I guess we're going to find out if size really matters. Now, I just want to show you guys, if you look right here, it says HDMI ARC. So that's how you know this one's on number 4. Maybe it's always on number 4. I thought it was 1, but that's what it looks like. So just looking at a before and after of my Roku soundbar and my Fire TV soundbar, I do like the length and the minimalistic look of the Fire TV soundbar for sure. It's a lot thinner and it uses up a lot more space. I am expecting it to be quite a bit more powerful as well. So test number 1, we're going to turn on my Fire TV and we're going to watch a little bit of content with just the TV speakers. Then we're going to go through the process of connecting our Fire TV soundbar. It's supposed to be a very seamless process, so I'm expecting it to be almost instantaneous. And I also want to bring up one major issue I have with this device. Okay, so let's go ahead and try out the TV speakers just by themselves. Hey Alexa, put it on UGT's YouTube channel. Gotcha, guys. Okay, so we're gonna listen to my beautiful mug here for a few seconds, and I'm gonna hold the speaker, well, my microphone, the same distance away for both of these test demos, basically. Streaming devices and movie TV show apps. The most common question I get, what is a free app where I can get IPTV and TV shows and movies? That sounds like a pretty good video. You guys should check it out right above here. Now, clearly that's not the most amazing surround sound experience. Now, one thing Amazon has touted about the brand new Fire TV bar is something called DTS Virtual X Audio. Now, what this is supposed to do is have more of a room-filling surround sound experience without having speakers speakers positioned everywhere. So it's going to utilize the walls in your room in order to fill it with all this wonderful sound, and we're going to see how great the speaker quality is right now. So it's time to go through the setup process. All I have left to do is plug it in. Now, I have seen some things online of people having issues connecting them. So this seems to be connected now. However, it has turned off my TV speakers as well. I did want to run it with the speakers. I'm not sure if that's normal, but I thought it just connects the two seamlessly. So it does seem to be connected, but like I said, the TV speakers are off if we go to audio output. Now, if you also thought you can customize this through Alexa's home theater, Amazon has not made this compatible through this setting system. Okay, so we have it on the exact same volume level. I have my mic out, and we're going to start it. Like I said, this is just the soundbar by itself, not the TV speakers included. And we're going to see if there's a noticeable difference between the two. I'm also going to play the audios a few seconds after each other so you guys can remember what the first audio is like. So here's the first audio. Streaming devices and movie TV show apps, the most common question I get. All right, now time for the new audio. Streaming devices and movie TV show apps, the most common question I get. What is a free app where I can get? Now, I will say, after listening to that for a little bit, the sound is quite a bit deeper, not just the bass, but all the other little notes that come with it. So is this a considerable upgrade from your normal Fire TV sound? 100%. Now, it seems as though I still have to do some tinkering in order to get it to sync properly with the TV. So let me know down below if you've heard anything about how to fix that yet. Now, some of you are going to ask, well, what's your major beef with it? Well, it's this one pretty big deal. Now, one of the great parts of the Roku streaming bar is it's a built-in streaming device as well. That means you're not just paying for the actual stream bar and the actual sound bar, but you're paying for the operating system and the ability to move this between TVs of different brands. However, the interface we're on right now is just my Fire TV, and the reason for that is this doesn't have the built-in operating system. Now, some of you are going to say, well, UGT, that makes perfect sense. They, of course, don't need a built-in operating system because the soundbar itself is connecting to a Fire TV, which already has it. But that's really not the point. Without having the built-in operating system, this is just another soundbar that's maybe a tiny bit cheaper than others, but honestly, there's some JBL ones that can hold up and other brands that offer at a very competitive price a better product than this. Although it is really well made, there's nothing that really stands apart compared to the competition. I really do think Amazon missed the mark here a little bit. It's a great design device. It has beautiful sound, deep bass. They didn't even slap the Fire TV logo all over the front, which is well appreciated. However, without the ability to transfer this to other TVs that maybe don't have a smart operating system, or maybe ones that have a Roku or a web OS, this just becomes slightly less useful.
All right, so let's go ahead and talk about price point a little bit here. Seems like a good time. So the Fire TV soundbar in the States is going to go for $119, which it's not a bad price point. Now, I understand if they added a Fire TV operating system in it, this price would go up. And the reason why I know that is because the Roku stream bar goes for around $180. Now in Canada, they have actually some major markups, and this doesn't even account for the currency exchange. It's almost $80 more at $200. And in my mind, this price point in Canada is not worth it whatsoever. However, I don't really know the market as well in the US in terms of value for money for this price point. So it's a little harder for me to say. But Amazon has a lot of competition. Everything from the Sony S100F, which goes for $98 right now, is definitely just as good, if not better. And so far, Amazon's not doing quite good on these rankings. With 38 rankings and only 3.7 stars, people have not been overly impressed with this product.
Now I'm going to be spending the next little while testing this out and really seeing if it's worth it over the next few months, and I'll be doing a deeper review once I've had a chance to do that. For now though, guys, if you enjoyed this video, remember this week we're going to be reviewing the Fire TV Stick Max 2, and we'll also be looking at the brand new Fire Stick 4K. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.